Hey YouTube, welcome back to UniXDBS. It's Chris, and tonight I wanted to make a video which will be the first in a line of videos basically about theme analysis from each new set. And basically in these videos I'm just going to talk about just what each archetype in each set is supposed to do. These won't be like deck lists, but these are just going to be the general feel of the decks, just in case you need like a starting point to kind of base what you're supposed to be doing with these decks. And today, from Destroyer Kings, I am going to start with red. Everybody's been talking about red, whether it be Frieza or Gogeta, but I want to start from the top because that's my OCD. Just need to go from the top to the bottom. Before I get into it, remember to like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends. Help me build this channel, and I will keep putting out new content. So, first and foremost, like I said, we're going into red first. It's the first color, and we're starting off with the Gogeta archetype. So the first things to have to know about the Gogeta archetype is it's not really a splashable archetype. Like, you can't just put it in too many other decks. It requires a red sand leader for a great many effects to proc off in the deck. So you really only kind of have a couple. I mean, I think, I'm not sure if the baby might work, but for the most part, Baby Pan, there's like some commons and, starter deck leader. And then there's the leader that works the best with it, which is Goku, Son Goku, and Vegeta. I'm not going to go that deep into the cards as explanations, not the ones I've at least already been over. There's plenty of videos that I've put up, other people put up, that will go deeper into those cards. But, and I'll put a link to at least my red preview down below so you can kind of see that. But, yeah, Son Goku and Vegeta. You already know. It's a +2 every time. Once per turn, you just discard a Goku or Vegeta BR and you draw 2 and take a life. Untap 1, draw 1 leader, and then on his backside he's sneaky because he's able to close out games due to his ability to turn on his double strike in the combo phase, not allowing your opponent to know whether or not they should block or counter until it's too late. So just the leader itself already says early game acceleration in terms of hand advantage and late game finishing with the leader itself if necessary. Moving past that, we're going to actually go into some of the cards here. The Goku and the Vegeta line, the fodder, at least for, because this deck pretty much works in two pieces. Fusion fodder, because they really do work on that union fusion, and fusions themselves. So we're going to start with the fodder first. The first part of the fodder is it's pretty neat because all the cards come back to your hand at the end of the turn. So you'll play them, you'll get them to do their work, and then they just bounce back to hand so that you still have them for fusion material next turn or combo power defensively, and that's very, very cute. The first one, I guess pair, I'll just refer to them as pairs, are actually just 1-drops. Son Goku prepping for fusion and Vegeta prepping for fusion. They're both 1-drops. When you play a Goku, you search the top 3 for the Vegeta. When you play a Vegeta, you search the top 3 for a Goku or a Veku card. So both of them can search Vekus or the counterparts for the fusion. So it's just a little consistency. And it's an easy 1 energy play, so you just play it, try to get your piece to your hand, and at the end of the turn, that guy will bounce back. But he's also 10k, so he can pressure in the first couple turns. The second part of the pair are their Super Saiyan God counterparts. This is where they actually start having diverging effects. There's Preemptive Strike Super Saiyan God Son Goku and Preemptive Strike Super Saiyan God Vegeta. And they both have Sparking 2 abilities. And that's not hard to obtain when you see the rest of the archetype, and I'll get into that in a moment. But the Goku has Sparking 2. When you play this card, look at the top 5 cards of your deck and choose 1 Gogeta BR or 1 red Vegeta BR. Card and 1 of them added to your hand. And then once per turn, when this card gains 5,000 power for the duration of the turn. So that's pretty cool. The Vegeta, on the other hand, instead of boosting up himself, he negs an opponent. When he comes into play, he has the kind of same feel. Sparking 2, look at the top 5 cards of your deck, search either a Gogeta BR or a red Goku, Son Goku BR. But then his activate main is that he chooses one of your opponents, up to one of your opponent's battle cards, ignoring barrier, and he gets minus 5,000 for the duration of the turn. So once again, mirrored effects. One searches the other counterpart in the Gogeta, the other one does the same. And they just, again, they set up your hand. They're only the 2 costs. The final tier of the fodder cards are the Super Saiyan Blue forms, Harmonious Energy the Goku and Harmonious Energy, wow, I'm mixing up words, Harmonious Energy Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta. When they come into play, they have Sparking 3. Search the top 7 cards of your deck and choose one red counterpart. So either a Goku if you have the Vegeta, or a Vegeta if you have the Goku. Play it and shuffle your deck. So the tier is pretty cool. You know, the ones, they search each other out, or Veku. The 2 search each other out, or Gogeta, and the 3s will special summon Yu-Gi-Oh! Play each other from the deck. And then their come into play effects will still happen. So you can potentially get some cascading effects going on with these 3-drops. You know, play the 3-drop, loop your top 7, get a Goku, that Goku searches the top 5, take to hand. So that's actually really, really cool. And then their abilities, activate main, are just in amplified abilities. They're Super Saiyan guys. Super Saiyan Blue, Goku goes up by 10k, and Super Saiyan Blue, Vegeta goes neg something by 10k. So that's the finish kind of part for the fodder. The fusions kind of go up as well. They kind of go up a ladder. So the first one is Veku, and well, it's what contents Veku, contents under pressure, fat Veku. Union Red, 1 Gogeta, 1 Vegeta, and his permanent is that he can attack active mode battle cards. So he helps clear the field and manage your opponent's board. But when you play this card, you cannot play him for the rest of the turn. Activate main, if your leader card is a red Saiyan, you can send this one to the drop area and just pick up any 2 Goku BRs that are red or Vegeta BRs. So you can just tribute them, bring back a Goku, bring back a Vegeta. That is cool. The next part is Veku the Fragile, and I guess this is the one I should have gone on first, but he's 10k, and when you play this card, through the same means, you Union Fusion just by dropping the 2, the Vegeta and the Goku. When you play this card, you can't play Veku the Fragile for the duration of the turn, so you can't just keep doing it. But at any time, activate main, you can place it in the drop area, give something minus 10,000, and get your materials back from the grave. And it doesn't have to be the same materials you use to make it. It's just any Goku BR, any Vegeta BR, and you can kind of mix match what's going on. So that's really hot. The next card is actually, its name was Gogeta Unparalleled Fusion Warrior. This one is the only Union Fusion from this line that costs energy, and his ability is 4. Union Fusion for 4, you drop the cards, but you draw 2, so you immediately refund yourself in card advantage for the 2 that you dropped. Permanent, you can't even play him unless you have a red Saiyan leader and not any other colors. Like, he has to be red, he can't be any other color, which is a whole nother rant about possible dual colors later on. But this card can't be KO'd and can attack battle cards in active position. Auto, once per turn, when this card attacks, switch this card to active mode. Okay, so there we go. These are all the Union Fusions. You have the Fragile for 10k, the fat one, Contest Under Pressure for 15k, and you have this one that comes out on turn 4. But the real big hype is the final piece to the puzzle. Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta Fusion Onslaught. EX Evolve, you choose 2 red cards from your hand, and then you place them into your drop area. Red Gogeta BR with a cost of 6, only one in the game right now. Double Strike. This card cannot be KO'd and can attack battle cards in active position. Auto, you guys have heard this before, this thing's getting most people psyched. If your opponent has no cards on board, no battle cards, you just burn them for 2 life. They don't go to the hand, they go straight to the drop. And he can untap every time he attacks a battle card. So with that, we pretty much got everything in the Archetype. The basic function of the deck is that, you know, you plus hard with your leader to replenish your hand, and then, you know, you can play a 1-drop and just swing for 10k. Cool. Swing with my leader for 10k. Cool. Fuse for Veku the Fragile, swing for 10k. Cool. Fuse for Veku Contest Under Pressure, swing for 15k. In 1 turn. And mind you, that is only the fusion, and the same 2 Goku and Vegetas. And I guess to add on that one last attack, you'd have to have 1 more Goku Vegeta in hand. But that could be the last swing, just to push more cards out of their hand. So you could literally leader, activate effect, +2, swing. Okay? that's 10k, one swing. Veku, that's Veku the Fragile, that's another 10k swing. Play the 1-drop, swing again, that's 10k. Veku Constant Under Pressure, that's 4 swings on turn 1. And it doesn't take much setup at all, especially when you're seeing that many cards. You just have to mull for the right stuff. And so you can apply Storm-like pressure for the first 2 turns by just cycling your fusions and your fodder. But then on turn 3 is where the deck builder will have to make the most choices, because it's the sticky part of the turn. You might not be able to sustain more fusion play because you've already been going through the fusions. You don't want to tap out because this could be a crucial turn, especially facing the mirror match. So turn 3 is kind of where the deck has a sticky point, but that's for everybody to find out. I'm working on it myself, but I just don't want to try to get out the spice quite yet. But everybody can see plain as day that turn 4, you are meant to play your Gogeta, have him swinging an active mode card, hopefully end it so that your opponent's board is as clear as possible, and you play the EX Evolve, burn them for 2, and then you can swing again. So the turn 4 is supposed to be the kill turn, for sure. I'm sorry. Yeah, turn 4 is supposed to be the kill turn without a doubt. And they also intuitively try to clear your opponent's board. The Vegeta 2-drop will minus something by 5k to get it off the board. The Vegeta 3-drop can minus something by 10k to get it off the board. Veku the Fragile will minus something by 10k to get it off the board. Veku Constant Under Pressure will swing on active mode things, and then even the 4-drop or the 6-drop Gogeta himself will swing on an active mode card and then untap, all to clear the way for you to EX Evolve, burn them for 2, and hopefully finish for game. So this one is very, very hyper aggression. That is the theme of this thing, and it, like I said, turn 1, turn 2, it can feel like it's putting out storm levels of aggression, and then it closes it off with burn damage mixed with hefty beaters. So that's pretty much the theme of this deck. There's a lot to work with. The hardest parts will be finding the ratios for the fusion fodder, but people will do it, and then finding out that turn 3 magic, just the good juice to play on turn 3 to set yourself up for your turn 4 kill, but not leave yourself out in the open to get killed before you hit that turn. So yeah, besides that, there are a couple cards that kind of accentuate the aspect of getting the field closed. There's a 1-drop removal spell, Transcendent Strike, that'll just smoke anything 20k or less, meant to help clear the field, one of your turn 3 potential options. There's also Is That All You Got, which is the counter that can drop a red card and give 2 things minus 15/15. It's all to make sure that when Gogeta lands, he burns you for 2 and then hopefully swings out for game. And the fact that he can clear out an entire field, even if he doesn't swing for game, he can just end a person's board. And with the leader skill to discard a red card, give himself double strike and 5k, the additional effect is your opponent can't use counters like Mafuba or Enraged, or Preemptive Strike for that matter. So I hope you guys thought the video was informative. I just kind of wanted to give you a rundown of how the deck operates and some of the things you should look out for. There will be more in-depth videos, but that's with deck lists later. I might review some deck lists, all sorts of stuff. But for now, I just kind of want to tell you what the basic premises of this archetype was. Hope you guys liked the video. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys the next time you decide to join UniXDBS. Peace.